one of nature's most sudden and destructive forces. What starts as calm water can rise within minutes into unstoppable torrents, swallowing cars, homes, and entire neighborhoods. Streets vanish under rushing water, bridges collapse, and entire cities are left underwater. Cameras around the world have captured these shocking moments. The raw power of floods as they sweep through towns and cities, leaving destruction in their path. From small villages to major urban centers, these disasters remind us how fragile life can be when nature decides to strike. Today we'll take you through 10 extreme floods caught on camera, moments where water ruled and survival became a race against time. In August 2025, the Ravi River overflowed after relentless monsoon rains, turning Lahore's streets into rivers. Entire neighborhoods, including Shafiqabad, Farrukhabad, and Park View, were submerged within hours. Thousands of families were evacuated, livestock swept away, and infrastructure crippled. Cameras captured the chaos, the raw power of water destroying everything in its path. This was one of the most devastating floods in Punjab's recent history, a stark reminder of nature's unstoppable force. In 2025, Texas faced historic floods that turned cities into rivers overnight. Streets disappeared under rushing waters, homes were submerged, and thousands were trapped as the floodwaters showed no mercy. Rescue teams raced against time, but the cameras captured the unstoppable force of nature in full view. From highways to neighborhoods, chaos ruled as water swept everything in its path, reminding the world that when nature strikes, no one is safe. In 2021, northern Turkey was hit by one of its deadliest floods in history. Torrential rains caused rivers to overflow, submerging entire towns and sweeping away homes, cars, and bridges. Hundreds lost their lives, while thousands were displaced as floodwaters tore through communities with unstoppable force. Cameras captured the chaos, the raw power of nature turning streets into rivers and towns into disaster zones, leaving destruction in its wake. In 2020, historic floods hit parts of Canada, turning streets into rivers and neighborhoods into islands. Homes were submerged, roads destroyed, and bridges washed away as water surged through towns. Vehicles floated helplessly, and residents were forced to flee for safety. Cameras captured the full scale of devastation, the unstoppable power of nature leaving cities paralyzed, communities in chaos, and infrastructure shattered under rushing waters. In 2022, Catania, Sicily, faced devastating floods as torrential rains overwhelmed the city. Streets turned into rivers, cars were submerged, and homes were inundated. The intense downpour caused significant damage, leaving residents stranded and emergency services scrambling to assist. This catastrophic event highlighted the vulnerability of urban areas to extreme weather, serving as a stark reminder of nature's unpredictable power. In early 2020, Minnesota's Mississippi River experienced significant ice jam flooding, particularly in Champlin and Anoka. As ice accumulated and blocked the river's flow, water levels rose rapidly, submerging parks and threatening infrastructure. The National Weather Service issued flood warnings as the river overflowed its banks, causing widespread concern. Local authorities closed affected areas and monitored the situation closely, while residents witnessed the raw power of nature as ice and water combined to reshape their environment. In July 2018, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, experienced severe flash floods after unprecedented rainfall. Streets turned into rivers as drainage systems failed to cope with the deluge. Vehicles were submerged, and homes in low-lying areas were inundated. The city's infrastructure, including roads and bridges, suffered significant damage. Local authorities and emergency services worked tirelessly to rescue stranded residents and provide aid. The event highlighted the urgent need for improved urban planning and flood management in rapidly growing cities. In December 2021, Malaysia faced one of its worst flood disasters in decades. Torrential rains, intensified by a tropical depression, led to severe flash floods across several states, submerging vehicles and displacing over 125,000 people. The relentless downpours caused landslides and extensive damage to infrastructure. The death toll reached at least 54, with many still missing. Emergency services, including the military, were mobilized to rescue stranded residents and provide aid. This catastrophic event highlighted the urgent need for improved flood management and disaster preparedness in the country. From sudden lightning strikes to volcanic eruptions, from ice floods in Minnesota to historic deluges in Lahore, Catania, Texas, northern Turkey, Canada, Jeddah, and Malaysia, nature has shown its unstoppable power. These events remind us how fragile life can be and how quickly everything we know can change. Don't let these moments pass unnoticed. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications to witness more extreme events caught on camera, and stay informed about the forces shaping our world.